good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Ooh. Hey, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Friday. Look, y'all didn't think I was coming back to y'all. I've been telling y'all I'm coming. Ooh, look, ladies and gentlemen, I am in the building. I am here today. I want you to come in and come talk to me. It's Friday. I know you didn't have a long week. I know that you may feel like the week has done you something terrible, done you something wrong, but I am here to kind of lessen that just a little bit. Y'all with me? Look, if y'all are with me and y'all can hear me, I need y'all to come on in. I need y'all to make sure that we are good. I need y'all to understand where I'm at. I need y'all to come on and do whatever it is that you feel you need to do. But let me see some thumbs up. Let me see some hearts. Let me see some of that stuff going on. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? That's all I want to know. Come on. Do I see some hearts? Do I see some thumbs up? Nobody? 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 Okay. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, look. Today is Friday, and I am here to talk to you about a couple of things, and I just want you to know, I want to say thank you. Let me say that first. Thank you. We have been doing this since April. Here it is, August, and we are having ourselves a good time here. I'm loving the fact that you all are coming in, asking questions, wanting to know things. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you, and I love you for that. Love you for coming in. Now, with that being said, if you do have some questions, you do have some thoughts, you do want to come and take a sip. Hold on. Let me show y'all how to take a sip, because some people keep thinking that my sip is a slurp, but I think my slurp is a sip. Oh, did I just admit to it? Y'all know what I mean. Look, that's a sip if I ever seen one. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight we got quite a bit of a deep topic tonight. I want y'all to come in and I want y'all to let me know what y'all are thinking and what y'all are feeling. Tonight we are talking about, and I want y'all to catch it. We're talking about code switching and the 5 inside. Oh, baby. Baby, I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if you're ready. But we're going to talk about it. Code switching and the 5 inside. I just want y'all to be ready for it. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. I'm hoping that y'all are feeling good because I'm feeling good. And I want y'all to be able to see me, be with me, be all around me, do all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and clear the space. Let's breathe. Take a moment and acknowledge that your breath is important. I want you to take a moment and acknowledge that your breath is important. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we know that our breath is important. We wouldn't be here today watching the show or talking to me if we were not breathing. So breathing is important. So I want you to breathe. I want you to breathe. But our breathing is just a little different, right? because your breath is life. Life is breath. And we got to understand what that is. And so what we do here at the Thought to Ponder, we take 3 breaths. Now, the first breath, I normally will count it out, but that's just to loosen us up and to get us to where we need to go. The second breath, I won't count it out, but I want you to think about that thing, that place, that issue, that problem, that concern. And I want you to take it in, and then I want you to release it. But here's the special part about this. On the third breath, I want you to take it in, and then I want you to make some noise when you release it. But I want you to release it to the furthest part of the universe or to the deepest part of the sea. And you know what that does, ladies and gentlemen? That makes it so it can't come back around to you. So it can't come back and bother you that quick. You're in control. You are in control of where, when, how, what, why. You're in control. And we have to make sure that we stay on top of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead. Let's get this breath in. Do I see any hands up, thumbs up, hands up? Nothing? I don't see anything. No sharing. Y'all not sharing the thoughts with me? No, nobody? Anybody, everybody? Nobody, anybody? Okay. All right, y'all. I'm checking it out. I'm trying to make sure that we good because I want people to know that we up in this piece. I want people to know that we are here. Hold on one second for me. Hold on one second. Looks like we got a little something going on here. So I just want to make sure that we are good. That's all. All right. Just want to make sure we good. We good. Okay. We good. We good. All right. Looks like we good. Looks like we good. Okay. And last one. Look. Okay. There we go. All right, y'all. Whew. Y'all know sometimes, you try to do a whole lot, but then sometimes you just don't get a chance to do what you feel you need to do. Y'all know what that means? Y'all know what that means? All right, ladies and gentlemen, look. I'm done. Let's take this breath. Let's do. I guess y'all say you done been drinking a little too much already before the show started, but I'm good. All right, y'all. First breath on the count of 3. So let me go ahead and see you give me some of that Tina Turner action. Give me some of that shoulder action. Loosen it up just a little bit. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take those shoulders up and bring them down. And then we're going to count to 3. And then we're going to take that deep breath. And I'll count out the first breath. I'll also move my hands so that you'll know what number I'm on for the first one. And then we'll catch the rhythm and the pace and we'll go forward. Y'all ready? All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, that's it right there. That's it right there. Look, come on and loosen those shoulders up. Come on and loosen those shoulders up. If you have something going on with you this week, I want you to feel it in your shoulders. And I want you to loosen it up. I want you to go ahead and get ready to take it in and blow it out. All right? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And out. Woo. Woo. That's a whole lot right there, boy, ain't it? Ain't it? All right, y'all. Go on and loosen them shoulders up some more. Loosen them up. Now, this time, I want you to take whatever that is, and I want you to take it in, and then I want you to blow it out. But remember, we're going to blow it out to the furthest part of the universe. We're going to blow it out to the deepest part of the sea, but I want you to blow it out. I want you to make sure that you are blowing it out. Acknowledge what that is. Acknowledge that issue, that problem, that concern, and I want you to blow it out. But I want you to make some noise. Now, listen. If somebody comes up to you at work and taps you on the shoulder and give you a box and tell you that you got to go, I'm not responsible. You saw I took myself out of that real quick. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, all right. On the count of 3, we're going to take this deep breath. And remember, at the end of the deep breath, we're going to make some noise. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And And yes, look, ladies and gentlemen, I believe if you take whatever that was, and it doesn't, you don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell nobody, but you know what it is. If you take it and you blow it out and you put some noise to it, that's letting the universe know that you are in control. That's letting your heart and your soul know that you're in control. That's letting everybody else know that I'm in control. Now, some people may say you're a little cray-cray. They may say you might be a little bit off your rocker. But let me tell you something. You can't be too far off your rocker if you are in control of what's going on around you. If you control it, if you control it, yes, indeed. So you can be a little cray-cray if you want to. Hell, we all a little cray-cray. Now look, y'all know I don't like to do nothing without a little bit of cheer. I know I've been making fun since I started this, but look, y'all know what I like. And y'all know that I have this thing about a microphone. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Hold on, let me. Okay, Kwame. Yes. Okay. Yes, we all need to take a deep breath. Whew. No, I should have bought 100. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we like to do. After we clear the space, we like to have a little bit of what I call a Titans groove. It's a groove. Y'all ready? I think I heard that you say that you're ready. So if you're ready, let's go. Let's get it. Sit it, da 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 da. Sit it, da 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 da. Soon ta ta tum tum ta tum tum ta ta tum tum ta tum tum ta ta tum ta tum T2P, check me out. T2P, check me out. Zoom ta ta tum ta tum ta ta tum ta tum ta ta tum ta tum T2P, check me out. T2P, check me out. Zing ding 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 ding. Ba-do 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 ba-do. T2P, check me out. Rah. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. Look, y'all, I want to thank y'all for coming. I appreciate you all so much. I love you all. Thank you all for coming. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we believe here that if you clear the space, you make it a space that is inviting, that's understandable, that is great, then we got to groove. We got to do a little bit of a groove, okay? Just a little bit of a groove. So we had to do that. I hope you all enjoyed that. I do. Y'all know I love doing my own little thing and making it happen. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead on and get into this thought. Let's go on and talk about switching, code switching, and the 5 inside. So, code switching. Let me give you a little bit of a definition, okay? Wait, let me put the microphone back just a little bit. It's a little close in my face, you know what I mean? We don't want, I don't need that close. All right, so code switching. Code switching is the practice of alternating between 2 or more languages or varieties of languages in conversation. I say again, that's how you teach. That's how you be a professor at some college. You say, I say again, okay? I say again, the practice of alternating between 2 or more languages or varieties of language in conversation, right? So basically what you're doing, you're switching it up, okay? Now I'm going to do a little code switching for you. It's a little code switching one-on-one. Y'all ready? Y'all got it? Yes, thank you for calling Titan Capri Productions. How may I help you? Absolutely, we will be glad to assist you with that. Gloop. Now, I'm outside on the street, hanging out on the corner. Bruh, you called me today? What? Man, look, don't be bothering me with that foolishness. I ain't got time for that BS. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for all that. What you want to do? You see what I'm saying? I'm in the business world. Corporate world, I'm going to give you, yes, it's a bright day here at Thought to Ponder Productions. I'm going to give you that. But when I'm out on the street, I'm a code switch and I'm going to bring it on down. Hey, Casey. I'm gonna bring it on down. I'm gonna bring it down to layman's terms. So what I thought about was not only do we code switch in languages, right? Not only do we code switch in the way we dress, not only do we code switch in how people perceive us, right? We have 5 people inside that code switch. Uh-huh, baby. Y'all ain't ready for the real. Y'all ain't ready for the real. Now, they always talk about languages when you code switch. But let's talk about the body language. Let's talk about the way you dress. Let's talk about things like that. And I'm gonna get a little bit deeper into code switching in just a minute. But I want to talk about this type of code switching because we don't wear certain things or do certain things in certain places because we're code switching, right? That's not part of the code. Part of the code for you to be trade is to have on baggy pants or pants that sagging, a fitted cap, or some Chucks or some or some Jordans or something like that, and then you got you got to come in bopping. You know what I'm saying? You got to come in bopping, right? But when you comfortable in just some shorts and some flip flops, you know what I'm saying, and you want to pull a Megan, you know what I'm saying? I got a stank ass walk, you know what I'm saying? You want to do that, but we code switch, and I'm not saying that you can't, because we code switch when we go to work. Doggone well, you be on the phone, right? But as soon as you walk through those doors and that corporate air hits you, well, good morning. How are you? Yes. No, I haven't had my coffee. Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. I'll be able to assist you with that. Can you put it on my calendar? Yeah, that's us. We code switch. We code switch. We do it all the time. Kwame says some people code switch when it comes to tone. Hold. Leave this up for just a second, Kwame. Leave it up for just a second. This part. Some people code switch when it comes to tone. For example, when one is around their masculine friends, hold up, because you touched on a little something right here, Kwame. Their voice is deepened. Hello. We have this thing amongst my best friends and I, that when we answer the phone, because we're answering the phone for our business phones, we go from, man, whatever, we ain't got time to be bitty to, hello. Yes, this is Titan. How may I help you? We code switch. And then it's so true, because when you're around your masculine friends, when you're around your heterosexual friends, when you're around trade, now I'm speaking in my LGBTQIA community. When you're around trade, all of a sudden your voice deepens. But when you're with your girlfriends or your Judies, right? Or your good sis, right? All of a sudden your voice changes. All of a sudden people are bitches, girl. Yes, that's what it is. But then when you're around your masculine friends, nigga, don't be doing that, man. What? It's always like that, right? And then it's crazy because, and I'm not going to say it's just us here in the community, because I got friends that talk to me one way and then talk to other people the other way. Okay, Casey. Okay, they talk to me one way. Every one of my friends that I know that's heterosexual will literally start off with calling me sweetie or baby all the time. But I'm standing next to their masculine friend. I'm standing next to their heterosexual counterpart. And hey, what's up? Calling them by their name, but I'm baby and I'm sweetie all the way. Now, look, I don't trip on it like that because I know who I am. I'm secure in my skin that I'm in. But everybody code switches. And it's funny because people always want to say that they don't code switch. But I'm gonna explain a little bit about code switching. You know what I'm saying? As people always say, oh, you're right, Casey, and honey. Yeah, everything is honey this and honey that. And so I always say this all the time, right? I am a man, period, right? And I don't think that you have the right to code switch on me. You know what I'm saying? When you feel it's necessary. You approach me the same way you approach me all the time. And so I always have this thing back and forth with people because people always want to call me girl, Miss Thing, bitches, this and that. And I'm not that. I've never called you that. And it's not a point of us trying to pretend that we're masculine or trying to pretend that this is that, but it's out of respect. I don't call you out of your name. I don't call you anything other than what you have expressed to me. You've given me your pronouns and you give me who you are. And that's what I call you. You know what I'm saying? And if at some point somebody tells you that I don't want you code switching on me like that, then you got to respect them for that. You understand what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and say, oh, girl, get out your feelings. No, I'm not in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? But you want people to respect you. And then just like my straight friends, I have a lot of straight female friends, and they always, and see, this is the thing. I'm code switching right now because I'm saying I got straight female friends. I just got female friends. I don't care if you straight, gay, what, blue, black. If you're a friend of mine, you're a friend of mine. And I don't label you like that. And I don't disrespect you by calling you something other than what you want to be called. Now, if in the beginning when we first met and you told me, well, call me a bitch. Okay, then. Bitch, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that because you told me that. But that's not even me. You can ask my friends now. They be like, you can call what you want to call me. I'll call you by your name. She, her, hers. That's what I'm calling you by. I don't think I have to code switch like that. I don't think that there is some secret language, and maybe it is. And y'all know one, y'all tell me. Y'all let me know if there's a secret language that I need to be aware of to where I have to code switch. So, prime example, y'all know I like a good story, right? So I'm out in an event the other day, and I'm talking to people, and we're in 2021. And this is what I want to say. Okay, hold on. We in 2021. It's time out for you to stop code switching. It's time out for you to stop code switching in the most ridiculous way. You are dressed with a see-through shirt on and some booty shorts and some flip-flops. And I'm just going to say this because this is how I looked at it. Toes painted, all of this stuff. And then you want to tell somebody that he's a daddy girl. Why are we talking about this man? If this person liked this man for who this man presented himself to be, oh girl, don't fall for that. He a daddy's girl. What? So what's with the hate? You know what I'm saying? What's with the hate? So you code switching, and then all of a sudden he went from girl, Miss Thing to girl, don't fall for that. He a daddy's girl. That's all he gonna do. And then the guy said to the other guy was he said something, and he said, well, why would you do that? And he said, well, I'm just trying to save her. I'm just trying to save her. Let her know. I know, right, Casey? I know. That's an old school term, a daddy's girl, right? That's an old school term. You know, what it means is basically you present as masculine, but you're a girl. You know what I'm saying? You're a woman, but you present as masculine. I said, okay. Look, I'm not saying I'm oblivious to all of this. What I am saying is this. I don't need to code switch for nobody. And this is what I want to talk about before I get into the 5 inside. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time out for code switching. If I'm not code switching for myself, if I'm not code switching to be who I really am, why am I code switching? Why is there a need for me to be somebody over here and then to be somebody over here? But I understand it because the fact that I have been that. I have been the 5 people inside. I have represented this, that, and then I was confused sometimes on who I was representing and when I was supposed to represent them because I was code switching so much. And so a lot of times what happens is that we don't understand what that is. I ran into somebody just recently that I hadn't seen for like 10, 15, almost 20 years. At the time, me and him both were not being ourselves. We were code switching, right? Giving people what they wanted to see or feel or hear because we were in certain situations or certain places, right, that we deemed either wasn't safe or we had to do something to be who we were, right? And y'all know my story. Those of you who follow me, maybe those of you who are just joining, I really did not say anything about my HIV status until 14 years later. I was diagnosed with it. My best friends didn't know. A lot of people around me didn't know. Most of my family didn't know. Hell, I wouldn't even speak on it, right? I was in certain places and spaces in the back when people were talking about the LGBTQIA community. I didn't say nothing. I was code switching. I blended. I code switched into the background because that's where I felt most safe. I had been through things. I had been talked about. I had been bullied. I had been jumped on. I had been used and abused. I had been molested. I had been raped. I had been all of these things, right? So yes, I code switched. When I thought it was good for me, I code switched. Oh, I stood straight up, stuck my chest out, and got a deep voice. What you want? You know what I'm saying? I was a son. I'm a father. I'm a brother. I'm a cousin. I'm a good guy. I'm a gay man. I'm still a man. I'm HIV positive. I don't look it. So I code switch to make you think that I don't have HIV because I don't need that extra smoke. You feel me? But those days are gone. There's no need for me to code switch anymore. There's no need for me to code switch because I really wasn't safe in that code switching. I was really, 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 really deep in denial and depression during that code switching. And my society, my community didn't give me a safe space in order for me to let that go. Let me take that back. Well, let me bring it back a little bit. My community didn't give me a full safe space because within the safe space or the brave space, my community still talked about me because I liked what I liked. I'm supposed to be the masculine guy because I'm big. I'm 6'1" and 285 pounds. So I got a little meat on my bones. I'm supposed to be zaddy. You feel me? That's what I'm supposed to be. But shit, I like to be held. You know what I'm saying? I like to be cuddled up on. You know? Exactly, Kwame. We're going to speak on it. We're going to speak on it. Sometimes you got to understand that that's not always the... Okay, Casey, be yourself. That's not always the way it should be. I learned so much of how to do the wrong thing when I was trying to get in. I know. And Casey, I'm not going to tell you. I presented myself. I held it down. I did what I was supposed to do. I made sure that you felt my presence when I walked in the room. I hugged you up. I laid you. I made sure that you was good. What? You didn't have to want for nothing. I was playing that role. I was supposed to be zaddy because now everybody that I talk to are much younger than I am. And then I give that, right? Now I equate that zaddiness to confidence. I equate it to me being okay in my skin and who I am. But that was a time when the other person was telling me that I wasn't man enough. You know what I'm saying? The things that I've done, the things that I've been around, how I've made it through, I've always been a man. But then when I realized that there are levels to being a man, right? And we're not talking about physical stature. We're talking about there are levels to being a man. You be a man. You be who God made you. And I didn't understand that. And it was okay for me to like a little front and the back. It was okay for me to put my lips or whatever on it if I wanted to do that. It was all right for me to do that. But in my own community, it was wrong for me to do that because I represented something else. I wasn't supposed to be a daddy's girl and wearing a hat, a fitted, and some Timbs, or wearing a hat and some Chucks, and and I got my little swag. I wasn't supposed to be doing that because I like the same thing that you like. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand it. I didn't understand where the hate came from within my own community. I didn't get it, right? But then I got to thinking about it. We have so many things going on. And this is where I came up with the 5 inside, okay? So the first person that we have inside is the child, right? It's the child. It's the son. It's the daughter. It's the childhood trauma. It's the child in church. You know what I'm saying? It's the child. A lot of us have childhood trauma that we have not dealt with. And it's the child that's the first person inside. And normally the one that gets hurts the most because they don't understand what's going on and they can't get it. So why is this child here doing this? So the child learns early on how to code switch. The child learns to turn it on and turn it off like a faucet. The child learns how to become invisible in certain situations to protect his life or her life. The child knows this. So that's the first. It's the child. The second one is the protector of the child. The protector is that person inside that comes out when it's time to fight, when it's time to nuck if you buck, when it's time to say you're not going to do him like that or do her like that no more. You feel me? It's the protector. I had to protect my inner child. I had to protect my child from childhood trauma that kept seeping back and coming back and coming back. And then I had to protect the child from further damage down the road. Because whether you know it or not, we are adults. We are adults, but we're still children. Let that sit. The third one was the pretender. The pretender has to come in, right? When the child has been hurt, when the protector has been hurt, the pretender has to come in and pretend that they not bothered. Pretend that they are somebody else. Pretend that they don't have no issues or problems with what you're saying. Pretend that the word faggot and punk and sissy and mama's boy and all this stuff don't bother you. That's the pretender. Because you can't get nothing over on the pretender because the pretender done been there and done that. The pretender is here to make sure that the child and the protector are safe. So here comes the pretender. The pretender puts up this facade that you ain't never seen before. Sis, boom, boom, kapop, poof. Right? And the pretender is somebody totally different. The pretender will show up in the room and you don't even know the pretender is in the room. Then there are times the pretender will show up in the room and you know when the pretender is there because the whole atmosphere in the room shifts. That's the pretender. That's the pretender. Then here comes the man. Here comes the man. The man is the next one. Number 4, the man or the woman, the man or the woman. Let me put it that way because I'm talking from my experience. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know this is all the way around the board, right? Here comes the man. I'm speaking from my experience. Here comes the man. I got to stand tall. I got to make sure. I might have to scrap a couple of nights. I might have to take a couple of bumps and bruises. But I'm the man. You can't take that from me. I'm a man. I'm a man. This is how I was born. I'm a man. And not that's taken away from anybody else, or I'm a woman. This is how I was born. You can't make me be nothing other than who I am, but you're going to respect me as such. That comes the man, right? And last one, I'm speaking about me. The last one, here comes the gay man who's HIV positive. Notice I separated the man and the gay man because I code switched. There were many places I could not go if I was a gay man who was HIV positive. I wouldn't dare speak that. I had to go back to the protector. I had to go back to the pretender because when I stepped in these places, I was pretending that nothing bothered me, that you couldn't change me. I was pretending all the while, all the time being the gay man, the black gay man who's HIV positive, but I was still pretending. Remember, I said it took me 14 years. 14 years to get to a point to where I even told my best friends on my gang, this is where I'm at. And I felt the need to hide that, to keep it there. I felt the need. Sometimes we have to really understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. The 5 inside is not a joke, and your 5 inside may be different, but I guarantee you there's a child in there. I guarantee you there's a child in there that went through some trauma, and every now and then that childhood trauma rears its ugly head because you do certain things that you don't even know why you do them, but you do them because you have childhood trauma. And there is a protector in there. You know how people say you got 2 sides of a coin, a heads or a tails? You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, it's just like a top or a bottom. Sometimes you can be aggressive as a top, you could be aggressive as a bottom, or you could be submissive as a top or submissive as a bottom. However you see fit. I'm talking to everybody today, whoever this is out here. The thing that I'm saying is when you code switch, you're code switching for a reason. There's something that happened. There's something that led you down this road to code switch. Hey, Barbara, that led you down this road to code switch. Something changed your outlook on life and the way you view things and the way you do things to where you had to code switch to be something else in this brave space or in this safe space or in this space, period. Y'all follow me? Y'all give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts if you understand what I'm saying. Let me know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, seriously, because a lot of times people don't get it. When you code switch, it's not because you just one day woke up and said, oh, I'm a code switcher. No, you code switch because something happened in your life that caused you to stop going right and to start going left. And when you started going left, you started code switching because what you were doing in the right was being yourself, was being who God made you to be, was being who the universe said you should be. Then all of a sudden, whatever that was that happened sent you this way. And so now I can't be who I am. Now I can't be Titan in all my glory. I used to leave the military on the weekends and travel all the way to Houston to perform as Titan Capri on the gay stages, at the gay clubs. I used to leave the military doing 70 some odd push-ups, doing 70 some odd sit-ups, running a 2 mile in 14 minutes, being the best in my platoon and in my unit. I was code switching. They talked about me all the time. And so what I did was I took girlfriends because I was code switching. That I was code switching. And don't get me wrong, and I really apologize to these ladies later on, and I told them that I was going through some things at the time and I really didn't understand it. But then let me tell you something. You know how sometimes you go deep down and you just don't know how to come out of it? You just don't know how to come out of it? That's how that goes. That's what happened with me. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, so, and that's what happened to me. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a real quick moment here. We're going to pause for the cause and we're going to pay some bills. And then when we come back, we're going to go to pondering HIV. But I'm going to come back and I'm going to come back with some stuff about this 5 inside because I want to come back to that real quick. But let's go ahead and pay some bills real quick, Kwame, and let's do that. It's a Friday. Now look.
So this week, I want to talk.
You are on the link. That's right.
You mamas, greetings, greetings, greetings. It is her.
We're going to take a trip down Batty Boulevard and bring you.
Is there such a thing as acting too black?
These are your gorgeous earrings that come with the set. So
Whew. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we have to pay some bills real quick. Sometimes I get too far into the thought and I'm just in there, just going, and production be in the back talking about, hey, we got to pay some bills. So look, y'all. So let me say this before we move on to this part. Most of the times we don't know that we're code switching because it's so embedded in our DNA. It's such a thing that happens to us all the time that we don't get it, that we're code switching. But this is what I want to say to you tonight. When you code switch so much, you lose a part of yourself. You lose a part of who you are, who God made you to be. You lose a part of you. There should be no reason for you to code switch. Now, yes, I do know you're code switching for your job. Of course, you don't want to go up in there slinging all kind of slang and da-da-da-da-da and, knucking if you bucking and all. You don't want to do all that in a corporate setting. However, what I mean by code switching is that you're code switching your very existence, your very essence. When you are doing that on a constant basis, You are letting the darkness in and letting the darkness take over. Stop code switching. Be who you are. Be who God made you. Love yourself for who you are and stand up for something, because if you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for everything. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned something or got something from it. When you are code switching, there's 5 people inside. I'm Brother Man from the 5th floor. There's 5 people inside. And 9 times out of 10, you're code switching because you're protecting those 5 people. You're protecting those 5 entities. You're protecting them. And they come out when they need to. Have you ever heard, oh, well, I didn't know he was a killer. He was such a beautiful person. He was so nice. He cut my grass all the time. He was just always such a nice person. Yes, because he had 5 inside, right? And that one person was tired of the ridicule. That one person was tired of the bullying. That one person was tired of you acting a fool with them every time you saw them. That one person was tired of crying themselves to sleep. That one person was tired of hiding who they really were. And so they snapped. We got to be careful about this code switching. And if you've never heard of it before, go and look up code switching. Go and look up code switching. But understand where I'm taking it to. We code switch because there's a mechanism within our psyche, within our spirit, within our soul that tells us that we have to protect that child. We got to protect that child. Now look, I'm nobody's counselor. I'm nobody's psychiatrist. I can only tell you what I know. But what I found out was that everything I did after these incidents, everything I did after all of the bullying and the beatings and the fightings and all of this stuff, everything I did after that was to protect my child. I was a grown child, and my duty was to protect that child. And sometimes we don't even know that it's the child we're protecting. We think you did something to us last week, and that's why I'm coming at you. No. You did do something to us last week, but it's the 5-year-old child that I'm protecting. Now I got to whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to hit you with trash can lids, Harlem Nights. Now I got to come out. Now I got to take a knife. Now I got to cut you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can tell I've been watching Harlem Nights, huh? But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who this is for, but whoever this is right here, I understand. It's the child. We all have to protect the child. They tell us that the children are our future. We have to treat them well and let them lead the way. And there are some nasty and vile people out here that have put our children in harm's way, put our children in places they shouldn't have been, put our children in dirty and nastiness, and it shouldn't have been there. Put our children in molestation and rape, and it shouldn't have happened. That's who we are code switching, because we're protecting that child. When you go to the psychiatrist or the counselor or whoever, and they said that it's childhood trauma, it is real. It's real. But I code switch to protect that child. And God is my witness. I code switch like that. When I tell you I can be straight up 2 and turn a 10 in a matter of 2.2 seconds, when you're messing with my child, not to mention my child, but with my actual child, or my nieces and my nephews, or my cousins, or my family, or my mama, I flip. Ladies and gentlemen, code switching and the 5 inside. We all have an inner child. We all have a protector. We all have a pretender. And we all have that woman or man. And if you are Black, gay, and HIV positive like me, then you have that as well. But again, when I'm protecting being Black, gay, and HIV positive, I'm protecting that child. It goes back to the child. Y'all come talk to me if you need to talk to me. Shoot me a message. DM me. Let me know. Y'all come follow me. Y'all come do whatever it is y'all feel you need to do. Send me something. Talk to me. Because I always want to know what you think about that. What you think about that. All right, Kwame, let's go ahead and get on into pondering HIV. and then we're going to close this thing on out. Whew. Y'all trying to get me tonight. I'm really trying not to go there tonight. Whew. Look, are you code switching on your status? So I want to say this to whoever this is right here watching tonight. Yes, I've code switched on my status many a times. I never told nobody that I wasn't HIV positive. I just never said it out loud. I code switched. I sometimes pretended to be dumb about HIV. I code switched, even though I know a whole lot about HIV. I done read up on it, did research, been part of committees, been part of organizations, and all this good stuff. But I would code switch because code switching kept me safe. Did I code switch to hurt somebody? No, it wasn't my intention to, but I was hurting people and I was hurting myself because I didn't want to be part of that. I didn't want that to happen. Now, as many of you may know, hey, I can scrap with the best of them. You feel what I'm saying? However, that's not my ministry. That's not what I want to do. And I look back on a lot of things that I did during those times. I look back and I say to myself, dang, Titan. I mean, you was code switching hard. But what I really didn't realize until I did some therapy is that I was code switching because I was protecting that child. I didn't want nobody to know my HIV status because I felt it wasn't safe. I tried to tell somebody my HIV status and they tried to damn near kill me. And this is not for me to be making up anything. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, and I tell this to anybody, anything that I say to you is straight up truth. A lot of things I didn't say to a lot of people because I didn't want them to feel pity on me or anything like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't until just 2 years ago that my family knew about my molestation. My friends knew about my molestation or my rape or how the reason I became HIV positive. I let them believe that I was just being a hoe. I was just out there doing everybody that came my way. And when in reality, I had only been with 2 people in my time span. One was a female and one was a male. I had only been with them. It didn't come from the female because me and her, when it got tested, she was negative. But the way she talked to me, like I was the scum of the earth. I wasn't messing with a guy when I was with her. I never cheated on anybody, never did anything like that. And then you wonder, like, what was I doing? But the reality of it was I was protecting that child. I was protecting me 45 years ago. Because people were so mean and nasty. Those older men were basically chasing a child. Come on, seriously? Are you code switching on your HIV status? I can't tell you to sing it from the rooftops. I can't tell you that you have to do this. But be real with yourself. If you're protecting that child from whatever that trauma is, then you got to understand that that child is still alive and well today in this adult body of yours. Be real with yourself about your status. If you can't be real with nobody else, be real with yourself. Because the reality of it is that you have to deal with this on a daily basis. You have to keep yourself safe. You have to be good with your status in order for you to be healthy with your treatment. Huh. Wait a minute. You got to be good with your status in order to help yourself with your treatment, or to be good with your treatment, or to be better with your treatment. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's hard when you're dealing with your status. I know it's hard to tell somebody, to let somebody believe you, or you think somebody believes you. I know it's hard. But you got to be better with your status. Stop code switching with your status like your status doesn't exist. It exists. But do what's best for you. Bump them. Bump them. Do what's best for you. Okay? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on and head to this final thought. It'll be quick. It'll be quick because I done took a little time talking about this here, Yeah. Hey. It's the final thought. 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 Oh. I look, I'll do some little background music. Hey, Lady Hill. Hey. So, here's the thing. This is my final thought. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a bad thing to code switch. Sometimes you have to do it for your job. Sometimes you have to do it for your living. But when you're code switching with your spirit and your soul, you are losing the best part of you. When you're code switching that you can't be yourself in places and spaces that you have produced or presented or built, then you are not helping yourself. And like I said, I don't know who this is for, whoever this is right here, right there, right there. I understand. I had to code switch myself. And sometimes I code switch to the point that I forgot that I was even code switching. I lost myself in the code switch. I don't want you to do the same. Yes, I know, Titan, you talking good game, but Titan, you got it all together, blah, blah, blah. That's some bull. That's some bull. Let me tell you, HIV does not discriminate. Your color of your skin, you can't discriminate because you are who you are. If you are flamboyant, then you are who you are. If you are short, tall, then you are who you are. If you're small, you know what I mean? If your body frame ain't big, you are who you are. You love who you love. You be who you be. And I don't give a damn if nobody's eyes can see. Your eyes should see that you are who you are, that God don't make mistakes. So stop code switching your life away. Stop code switching to the point that your spirit can't breathe and thrive. Stop code switching to the point that you are over here sitting here dying because you don't want to be who they say that you are. Now I'm going to tell you something, and this will be my last piece of the final thought. I don't care what nobody say. My life is precious. Even though it's been tough and it's been crazy, it's been up and down, my life is precious. I am living now in my truth. And it has been the best thing for me. And I'm not going to lie to you, whoever this is back here. Hell yeah, it's been hard. And it's been hard. It's going to be hard because a lot of people don't have the same mindset that I do. They don't think the same way that I think. They don't feel the same way that I feel. They don't love the same way that I love. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It is a wonderful thing when you can sit in your spirit and be just who God made you to be. All my life, I've been wondering, who am I? Why am I here? And all my life, my purpose has been adjacent right here, waving, saying, I'm here. When you're ready for me, I'm here. When you're ready for me? And it took me up until 14 years after my diagnosis to finally see my purpose waving at me. 14 years after my diagnosis, I had so many things happen, and all of it came full circle. And it was the most craziest thing that I had ever done, and the scariest thing that I had ever done. And now that I'm on the other side of it, I am so thankful that I have my village, my tribe, my gang, my people around me to uplift me when I needed for them to uplift me. Now, I didn't say I went knocking on their door every 5 seconds and every minute of the hour, but when I needed them to be there, they came through. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's okay for you to code switch, but do not code switch don't code switch at a cost of your spirit and your life. Don't code switch that way. If you're going to protect them 5 people inside, if you're going to protect that child, you protect that child. But do not lose yourself in the darkness. because that's not where you're going to thrive. You're going to thrive in the light, and the light is you being who God made you to be. And that's my end right there. That's my final thought. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Peace and blessings to you every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Y'all come check me out. Y'all come see me. Look, if you got an idea, you got anything that you want to tell me, anything you think I should talk about, y'all hit me up. DM me. Send me some thoughts. Put it in the comments. Do whatever it is you're going to do. Share this. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs. Look, give me all of that stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Give me all of that. And I want to say to you tonight, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for not code switching on me and leaving me over here by myself. Leaving by myself. Peace and blessings to you. Until next time. Bye-bye.